So we are back today, guys, with another hashtag your team, and in the last one I asked you to send in squads with a value of 50,000 coins, and not many people did that, so it's all good. I've picked one out at random again. For next week, make sure to try and send in some cheaper teams so we can give them a go, and this one today was sent in from Tomas. He's built a really nice side, Mexican League theme, and I like it. It looks quality with loads of informs and that, so I was wanting to give this one a go, and maybe you guys can take not only the team or just a few players away and try them out yourselves. So drop a like on the video. If we can aim for over 2,000, that'd be epic. If you're needing game codes or anything game related, make sure to head over to gWftrz.com, use the code Fuji at checkout to get yourself a nice discount, and let's get into it. I did say there was a Mexican theme with this team, and we've dropped in a couple of informs from Mexico, Portuguese over on the right, and some Spanish players in the defense. So it was played in the 4-3-3 flat formation, which was sent in, and I quite liked it. It was good, and I was using the 4-3-2-1 a couple of days ago, and I was liking how I was able to shift the ball from one side to the other and always have options. So some of these goals are simple tap-ins where it's basically being moved from one side to the other. So I quite like it. And defensively, it was playable. There are a few issues lying in the defense, and in the striker position, Hernandez, we will speak about him in just a second. Also, what was highlighted with this team was the hidden gem, and it is Lozano. Never come up against him. I don't think many people would use him, as you're restricted to building either a Liga MX team. Actually, he must be from the Liga MX. Yeah, you're either having to build a Liga MX team or a Mexican team, and unfortunately not only the league but the nationality itself is kind of weak. But he looks great, and if we have a look at the stats, 6 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. In a left wing position in this formation, and the custom tactics that were sent in, it's not really his job to be getting the majority of the goals. What you're wanting really from the card is for him to be spreading wide, using that dribbling, the skill dribbling, and then playing it across. So I think he did a good job, and he is very quick in game, and he's not so weak, being 5'9". So let's go through the full squad, and then we'll have a look at the player instructions and custom tactics. In goal, the 86 rated Arsenio I didn't feel that he was outstanding. He was a good keeper though. He didn't make any real mistakes that were noticeable to me. So yeah, I quite liked him. Right back, this is the second informer, Semedo. He's good. You've got Alvaro and Marcano in the defense. I felt it to be a little bit weak, especially Marcano. I thought he was going to be playing a little bit better. Alvaro is small, being 5'11". It's not great, let's face it. It's not great. 18,000 coins for him though, and then we've got Marcano for 16,000. So they're sheepish informs, and I thought they were going to be playing a lot better than they did. But fair play, not every player is going to be great in teams that I try out. So in the left back position, we've got Leun. Centre mid, Cuadrado. He was great actually. I quite liked the fact that he was dropping back, winning back the ball from behind. Yeah, he's got somewhat strength with the card. What I noticed that he was best at was tracking back, and he scored a couple of goals for me though. Yeah, 2 goals, 2 assists, 10,000 coins, like 10k, pretty damn cheap, not gonna lie. So we got Herrera in that centre mid position, Pizzi that got most of the goals, which was kind of interesting. 6 games, 4 goals, 1 assist. He always makes those perfect runs. His stamina levels aren't that great, and a couple of these players like Herrera, Pizzi, I think it was just those two that I noticed to be really, really poor come the 75th, 80th minute. But Bellarabi in the right wing position. Then we've got Hernandez in that striker spot. 68,500 coins, 6 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, which is absolutely dreadful really for a striker. And it's unfortunate with his work rates though, medium to low. He's a good finisher, just doesn't really get into those goal scoring positions as often as you would like. So 6 games, 2 goals, 5 assists. Yeah, not good. Not good enough for me. And then Lozano you saw just to finish off the team. So player instructions, we've got the strikers getting behind. These are also told to get in behind. Nobody is changed in the centre mid position. You're not really wanting one to stay back. It's just balance, going forward and defending, and then the 2 fullbacks are to stay back while attacking. So we've got a load of informs to try out. The custom tactics that were sent in for me look a little bit weird, with the crossing down to 15. We've got pressure up to 50. This is left as balance, and the rest is a little bit crazy. How did we find it? We're going to take a look at the goals that we scored in a second, and I'll explain what I like and dislike, not only with the custom tactics, but with the team itself. So are you guys ready? Drop a like on the video, and let's go see how this team played. So the team cost me 190,000 coins to put together, and Thomas did say, can you try inform Cuadrado, because he's wanting to bring him into this team. So it just goes to show it's not something that he's randomly put together. It's a squad that he uses on a regular basis, and it could be that he's a fan of the players themselves or the way way the team is playing. So I wanted to give it a go. And with the 84 Corrado, I was liking his tracking back ability. As he's small, he's not the strongest, so at times he will lose that battle, but he's got a quality tackle, and going forward, his agility, his dribbling, his finishing, surprisingly, he had bangers, and I quite liked him. For 10,000 coins, you can't really go wrong, because if you don't like him, you can discard him for like 9,000 odd. So I'd pick him up and see what you like. With the team though, I want to focus on the custom tactics first of all. Pressure 70. I'm not going to suggest for you to change that, because everyone is different when they come to defending and attacking on this game. For me anyway, it was a little out of control, and with the defenders that you gave me to try, Marcano and Alvaro, didn't really like that. The partnership there, at times they were just a little bit weak going in for the challenge. And you've got an inform that's 5'11" as your centre back. I don't really like that. Even if they've got the best of jumping, I always feel that you're at a disadvantage if you have small centre backs. So those two for me just didn't work, and that's what let the team down. I feel that if I had a better back four with this side, I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. So with the goalkeeper, I wouldn't be spending 30,000 coins on him. It's just not worth it. He was good, but he wasn't great. Right back, Semedo, solid. This is his second in form, and I'm pretty sure that he'll get a team of the season. Really do like him. He's got a little bit more strength now, and he's so quick. That's what you need. You just need that recovery speed, and he performs well. So overall, the back four, didn't really enjoy it so much. It's the fullbacks that are good, like Leon and Semedo. In the midfield, as I was using it in the 4-3-3 flat, I quite liked it, and I noticed that it was the midfielders doing most of the work, not only creating the chances, but when it was played back to them, I was cutting it back, finding them in space, and they were getting the majority of the goals. Because Pizzi, he's low on stamina, but for the most part, like 70 minutes, he's playing the best. Out of everybody in this team, he was amazing. His dribbling, his skill moves, his finishing, he was quality. And to be fair, three of them in the midfield were doing a good job. Berarabi's one of those overpowered cheap beasts that's going to spread the play, and he's got some nice strength and dribbling. The player that really let me down though was Hernandez. He's a great finisher when he's inside the box and even outside the box. It's just getting him into those positions, and as he is lacking the skill moves and the weak foot, he just doesn't really feel like he's doing much for your side. And for 67,000 coins, I think I had to purchase him for, it's not worth it. I would say he's not weekend league quality, but he is a good striker. It depends how you're going to use him, but for me, I just didn't like him at all. And inform Lozano, would I say he's a hidden gem? That is the question. I wouldn't say he's a hidden gem. He's a good card, and with the way the team was set out, he wasn't one of those that was going to be getting the majority of the goals anyway. He was working the ball out wide, going in, and like I mentioned, I was passing it. Literally most of these goals are just from one side of the pitch to the other, passing across and scoring some easy chances. So I quite like the team overall. I'd give it a 3 out of 5 star. Some of these cards that I'd recommend: Semedo, Pizzi, you've got Leon, definitely Berarabi, and Cuadrado, Lozano. Yeah, they are good, but it just depends what team you're going to be building around them. And if you're someone that likes to play the weekend league, then it's going to be difficult because they're in those odd leagues. But overall, I enjoyed the team, so thanks ever so much for sending it in. Custom tactics, it was working. I would change the defense though, because that pressure was crazy. But thanks ever so much for sending it in. If you guys want to feature on the next episode, tweet me using the hashtag #YourTeam. If you got cheap squads, expensive squads, just send them all in and I'll pick one at random. Thanks for watching. Team out. Peace.